Hey everyone, and welcome back to my Baldur's Gate Saga Completionist playthrough with SCS. We're back in Baldur's Gate. We haven't finished exploring this district. This is one, like, tavern that a lot of people kind of miss out on. There's nothing really special about it, it's just a normal tavern. You can, like, rest in most of these, although they don't seem like, you know, they should have any rooms. You should only have basically a selection of some booze. But you can actually rest in these. Anyway, like this whole complex of these couple of buildings here belongs to the Thieves Guild of Baldur's Gate, and we're going to learn more about that from this guy, Niklas.
Stop a moment. I've got a word or two you need to hear.
Yeah, fine group of mercenaries, and he just wants to pay us 50 gold to hear him out. This is a good like dialogue option. 50 gold may get 1 year, but I have another to support as well. Anyway, fair deal, lead on. Alright, so he tells us the password to get inside the Thieves Guild. And of course he goes north to show us exactly what he meant. So these buildings you can enter through any of these, and you're going to be asked for a password here by a dude. And we know that this password is Pfefford. That's right, pal.
It is done.
Actually, an interesting bit there was that I think one of the password choices there was Bodhi, which is something for a name that we're going to get acquainted with in Baldur's Gate 2. Now, these different chests here are locked and trapped, but some of these traps actually need a 100 detect trap skill, so I'm not going to mess with them just now. We're going to wait for Koran to get 1 more level. Here we're going to visit a shop of this lady here. She also has like some unique voice lines.
Twill be the darkest day you never see, before I don't have what you need.
And Black Lily. She has some good stuff, like some darts of stunning. She has a unique sling here that is absolutely not worth it, in my opinion. She has some potions of master thievery, you know, some good arrows, but and good potions, but her prices are way higher than normal, so it's not really worth it to buy anything from her, really. The only unique thing that she has is this sling, which is not worth it, like I said. Everything else pretty much you can get somewhere else. Anyway, in this barrel we can get a Tome of Dexterity. And now when it comes to the Tome of Dexterity, it of course is going to increase the dexterity of one of our people in our party, but I'm going to have to think about it a little bit, because I think it's, you know, 90% sure that I'm going to give it to Kiranai, because she is also, you know, going to get exported into Baldur's Gate 2. You know, in Baldur's Gate 2 she's supposed to be dual classed into a thief, so the dexterity is going to help her a little bit with her thieving skills, give her a little bonus for that. Also, going from 18 to 19 dexterity is going to provide her with another Thaco bonus for her ranged attacks. So it's going to be pretty nice, although it's still viable to do it on Senashira also, to give her 19 dexterity, because in Baldur's Gate 2 she is actually going to lose dexterity, and with that in mind she would go down to 18, for example, not losing any of the armor class benefits. But also on the other hand, pretty much, you know, armor class, especially when she's going to lose armor class, she's going to have mage protection spells, and armor class in general just starts losing effectiveness kind of in late Shadows of Amn, and especially in Throne of Baal. So it's not that big of a deal. So it's pretty much 90% sure that I'm going to give it to Kiranai. Anyway, we were supposed to talk with Alatos Ravenscar Thuibald, who is the leader of the Thieves Guild here, and you might remember that quest from like east of the Nashkel Mines, from that one Revenant. It was killed by a dagger wielded by Alatos, so this guy here. And he's going to give us a timed quest. We're going to have 10 days for it.
Welcome, my little friends. Please relax and keep your weapons at your sides.
Yeah, again, I didn't want to talk over him because he has a unique voice line there. Please relax. Yeah, so he's going to offer us a quest for some burglary. Of course, he has eyes and ears all over the city, so he knows who we are. And he just needs someone from the outside, I guess. Yeah, I do indeed have many fine individuals of exceptional skill, but a large number of them are vacationing at the garrison this season. Anyway, we are going to indulge here. We're going to accept his offer, although, you know, it's still a Thieves Guild, but, you know, just to do some more cool quests. So yeah, he gives a little exposition here. This mage here, Resar, comes from Halrua, and Halrua is apparently a city, or a nation, I guess, famous for their flying skyships. And they don't really want the plans on how to make those leaking out to other cities and nations. And we're basically going to steal some ingredients, I guess, for creating such ships that are being held by 3 daughters of Chandalar in a certain estate. Right, I will accept. Yeah, the facilities of the guild are at your disposal, and all that. Here we're going to also meet a character, pretty cool one, Narlen.
So I said daggers drawn with him, and he drops the swag and runs.
He also has some unique voice lines. There's going to be a few minor burglaries that we can do with him, and we're going to do it because those are, you know, additional quests for us to do, and also because that provides a different outcome of something that's going to happen once we finish the main quest. So basically we want to finish up his quests before we hand in the quest to Alatos. Anyway, let's not be rude to him. Yeah, so there's going to be like one stealing venture here that he mentioned, that we're supposed to meet him outside a certain inn in a different district at night with a thief. So we're going to do that later. And now let's just proceed with other things interesting in here. So we have this shop now. Let's go inside here. The Sorcerer's Sundries. This is basically like the ultimate shop in the game when it comes to consumables. Because the proprietor here, Halbazar Drin, he pretty much just has everything when it comes to... we're going to... Well, before we go into all his other goods, Enhanced Edition introduced this flail +2 here, the Thresher, and this is going to be something for Yeslik once he gets his 2nd point in Morning Stars and Flails, so that he can also wield a +2 weapon. And it's like very, very cheap now with our charisma, of course. Anyway, look at all his stuff. He has like a lot of great arrows. By the way, I'm going to already make some purchases, so let's change our cloak and free up some space for these purchases. Yes. Alright, one more time here. Now, all of these arrows, there is a single arrow of slaying, and it basically allows you to just instantly kill an ogre mage. So there's only one of these arrows, so we have to think carefully. And of course we could use it to deal with that ridiculous Firewine Bridge fight with that ogre mage Kark that I've mentioned before. But that would just kind of ruin it. I am going to beat it normally, but I am going to buy this arrow and use it in a certain fight. But of course now we have these goodies, these bad boys here, arrows of detonation and arrows of dispelling. Both of these types of arrows are incredibly good. I'm not going to abuse them, but basically arrows of detonation are essentially fireballs that always, and arrows at the same time that always hit and explode. And of course, you know, when you have an archer with like 2 or 3 attacks per round, you can just imagine the devastation these arrows can bring to some fights. I am going to buy a few of them, and I'm going to use them sparingly, like here and there for certain encounters, sometimes to add to our Armageddon tactics. That's basically the last component of Armageddon tactics. You can have an archer with arrows of detonation, you can have oils of fiery burning and potions of explosions, like thrown by your fighters, for example. You can have the necklace of missile, you can have fireballs from your mage. Ooh, like just imagine the destruction that you can just wreak havoc on the battlefield with all these tools. So I'm going to buy them, some of them a little bit in a little bit. So here, this is the spell magic on target. When hit, these arrows are extremely good, and they are very versatile. They are not only you know, for dispelling your opponents, but also to dispelling some of your own guys. You can use them, especially in one fight. That's very, very, very useful to have some archers with arrows of dispelling to actually dispel your own guys when it comes to dispelling a very nasty effect that's going to place upon them. By the way, our financial situation is so good that we are going to be able to let ourselves go a little crazy when it comes to this. But just let's take a look at his selection. He pretty much has like every potion in the game, like every or almost every spell scroll in the game. You can see that he has like oils of speed, some more oils of fiery burning, by the way. You know, potion of clarity, another one, very rare potion here. Potions of explosions. He has potion of genius for our scribing sessions. He has all of the anti-magic potions like magic blocking and magic shielding. He has some master thievery. He just has everything, man. Then he has these green scrolls with, of course, another protection from magic here. And then he has a lot of different mage scrolls. And then, of course, on top of all that, he just has every wand. Another wand of the heavens, if we wanted. You know, another wand of monster summoning. Wand of Frost, Wand of Paralyzation, just everything, man. Just really, when it comes to Sorcerer's Sundries, like I said, this is pretty much like the ultimate shop. So anyway, let's think about this. We have this Arrow of Slaying. We're going to get this for Yeslik for a little bit later. Now, let's get maybe like 10 arrows of detonation, and let's get like 10 arrows of dispelling. I'm probably not going to use them, of the dispelling arrows, too much, because I want to engage in the like SCS mage dispelling game with, you know, dispels like spell thrust and you know, detect invisibility, all that. I don't want to just have an arrow and cast dispel magic, although I might use it here and there, but it's not going to be, you know, that often. Oh, some potions of invisibility, they are always very useful. Actually, let's just check out our inventory space here. Yeah, Koran is going to get these arrows. Can you feel the burn with these arrows of detonation? Alright, so we're going to replace this this Morning Star that he had. We can drop this. I'm not really sure why I'm carrying this helmet, since no one's using it, but I always kind of keep some spares, and this is how it ends. I always have some spare helmets, and then I have more than I need to carry.
Yes.
All right, let's continue with our purchases. Now, also, you know, potions of invulnerability he has. Let's buy these 3 oils of burning. Let's get this potion of clarity. These oils of speed, he has 3 of them. They're pretty cheap. There's also a vendor in a different part of the city in the Museum of God that has like 20 of oils of speed, also at a good price. Yeah, potions of defense, potions of explosions, of course we're going to get that. Potions of fire breath, of course we're going to get that. Potions of genius, of course we're going to get that. These magic blocking, magic shielding, maybe a little bit later. We have like 1 more or 2 more of these magic blocking potions. Potions of Master Thievery, I'm not going to really engage in a lot of pickpocketing. By the way, that guy Niklas that told us the passwords to the Thieves Guild, you can actually pickpocket a potion of Master Thievery from him. Maybe let's get 1 more potion of Mirror Eyes. Oh, okay, we don't have room. Let's give these potions to Kiranai. Let's hold on to those, like that. Container is full. I probably should have someone carrying the potions of invisibility, because we have quite a few of them, and just someone carrying them. Koran, you have some strength for us to use. Alright,
Yes.
let us continue. There's a lot of things that I want to buy from him. Yeah, some more potions of regeneration, those are also useful. Just so good stuff, so much good stuff, you know. Alright, now we're going to buy some spells. I'm going to select Imoen to see what she doesn't have. I already know a couple of spells that I really want to get. He also has like slow. Melf's Minute Meteors also in, you know, with mods or with an enhanced edition. You can get that. Although level 3 is so stacked for a mage that I'm not really sure about this. I'm going to get like 2 more of these for future encounters. We already have a scroll of blur that we're going to learn soon. Power word sleep, it's not that useful. Here's confusion, a very good spell, and chaos, an incredible spell, sunfire. So he has some level 5 spells here as well. Secret word is a level 4 dispel. It's going to be really useful. I think I'm just going to get all of this right now. We can get remove curse, I guess. We can get pretty much all that. Teleport field might be useful. Sunfire and chaos for the future, and of course we're running out of space here. Because you know what I should do? Oh, she has no space, of course. So whatever I had selected here, I will buy there. And I'm just going to open this scroll case and purchase stuff directly into the scroll case. Spirit armor is going to be really useful for us, for our Kensai girls, especially for Senashira. Yeah, Sunfire and Chaos. We have Minor Globe from that encounter with Simeon. We can get Confusion. Oh, well, let's get everything. All these spells and only 3,000 gold that cost us. Wands, I'm not going to get anything right now when it comes to wands. I probably missed some spells, but like he has also protection from normal missiles, right? And I don't think we have that memorized on Imo. And the reason why it's not green is that she has so many level 3 spells memorized already for her 17 intelligence. I think that we don't have much more space, but of course when we buff up our intelligence, we will have space in our spellbook. I'm just going to... You can cast it from a scroll too, although it's not really that useful. Especially at this point in the game. We're not going to be meeting, you know, a lot of these bandits just shooting normal arrows at us. There's going to be some difficult to deal with archers a little bit later, but they will also have good projectiles on them. Alright, I think that's it for now. Let's just take one more look at the potions. Maybe I should get some oils of speed. Although we're going to have haste, but these oils of speed are always useful. Yeah, we're going to... You know, now we're getting somewhere. Also. Oh, this container is full as well, huh? Oh, we have so many of these. I shouldn't have bought more. Anyway. Now let's head upstairs.
Yes, it is done.
Oh, we also have this guy Ordulinian here to talk to. And he mentions Archeon and Nymphrae, necromancer, fighting over trinkets and baubles of little use or value. I assure you, they are more trouble than they are worth. You are better off steering clear of them. If you bring both Archeon's amulet and Nymphrae's ring to him, he's going to reward us for kind of like dealing with the necromancers. Right here, upstairs, there's going to be an encounter where we're going to test out our new Armageddon Tactics goodies. We are going to kind of buff up against fire a little bit here, because this one guy has a wand of fire that he's not afraid to use against us. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, I have a lot of these like different letters and stuff. I should get rid of them. We have this protection from fire green scrolls. I also had something in mind before this, but I think I forgot what I wanted to do here in this encounter. I had some mischievous plan. Anyway, let's buff up. Who's going to take part in this encounter? Goran, for sure. And surely Karenai is going to go in. I'm probably going to give the ring to Karenai. Senashira, I'm not sure if she's going to participate. Oh yeah, and Imoen. Maybe let's give her one of these potions of fire resistance. I need to start using my resources a little bit more. This is a very long-lasting thing.
Yes, it is done.
And we're just going to be using it for this encounter here, but still we have a lot of these resources at our disposal. Alright, so let's have these 3 people approach.
Such menial tasks.
Yes?
So here's this dude. By the way, they are members of the Zentarim, these mages, and if you have Zar or Montaron or both of them, you can actually get away from a fight, but with the NPC project, Zar is going to scheme to like kill them anyway. It's pretty cool. Anyway, apparently we're invading their space. Like, what do you mean your space? This is a store and I'm a customer. Yeah, simian logic. So we can. This is a pretty good line that of course I have to go with it. He's like, make it stop, make it stop. Right, anyway. Let us try these out.
What you want?
1 fireball and 1 necklace of missiles. I think that should be enough for them. Oh, yes. So 4 mages there. Good work, given Koran. Still gonna be calling him Kiven, probably, or Kiren, or whatever combo. Yeah, so he has this. We have some good stuff. Potion of Defense, a Scroll of Spider Spawn, another Wand of Fire, which is good. Some basic robes that we can identify with Imwen and give to someone. This is a Cursed Ring. Some Darts of Stunning, which are nice. Some more scrolls. Some more potions. Oh, now I'm going to really have a problem with space now, alright? Oh my god, with my containers getting full. I really need to sell some stuff from these containers, it seems. You know, these big potions, we already have like 10 of them. So I don't know, someone should probably carry them openly, not in the container. Oh yeah. Alright, who can get it? Dude, who can get this stuff?
Yep,
Come on, come closer. Oh, you know what we can also do? If we have some scrolls of identify, we can keep them. Basically any scroll that we have in abundance. That's still going to be useful. I don't think we have a lot of identify. Yeah, just these 2. Because Iman could hold on to them, but of course she's running into troubles with space of her own. Alright. 1 more of these. Okay, now we can go downstairs. By the way, look at how cool this shop looks. Especially downstairs with all the different lights. Now this is what you call a shop, dude.
Yes?
Alright, we really need to do some management here. I really need to, like, sell all of these low-level scrolls. Yeah, I might use, like, some webs and stuff, but you know, not so many. It's not necessary to keep so many of those. Okay, I don't need this. I don't need these stinking clouds, I don't think. Horror, we have a wand for that. I need to start using more of these scrolls, man. Sleep, we pretty much don't need. We have 4 ghoul touches. I think I'm going to leave 1 because Imoen doesn't know that spell, I think. Yeah, like Grease is something that we don't need. Larlock's Minor Drain. Infravision is something that we surely don't need. Any spares here? Right, I think this should do it for a little while. And now when it comes to potions, this potion of agility I'm probably not going to use. I need to make use of these potions of strength. And also in Baldur's Gate, you know, as I said before, like Baldur's Gate opens up so many different possibilities, and there's so many good pieces of equipment in Baldur's Gate City as well. So there's going to be a really good pair of gauntlets that probably Jaheira is going to get. You know, because that I was thinking about the strength, and these gauntlets are going to really help her in that regard. Also, let's just quickly try if sell some other stuff. Actually, I'm going to sell these potions of strength of 18 because we have so many of these better potions. I really need to start using those. We can sell this wand of magic missiles, I think. Well, these gauntlets I'm also going to sell because, like I said, I am going to only use one pair like it was the case in classic Baldur's Gate. Alright, so this is all for now, I think, here. Wow. So we're not even done with this district yet. There's still one more place, this Elf Song Tavern, or Inn, to explore. And this is going to be really cool, something really cool from the NPC project once we enter.
What you want?
So Imoen says this is a good place to celebrate. Well, what's the occasion? Your birthday, of course. Happy birthday, Senashira. Well, I guess today is as good as any. You bet. The nice thing about not knowing your birthday is that you can celebrate it whenever you want. Let other people have their boring, old, same day every year birthdays. My way is more fun. So here, take this. It's your birthday present. So she's going to actually give us an amulet. There's a necklace, Goofy, or amulet if you like. It's perfect for you. Really brings out the color of your eyes. Goes well with any outfit too. And this part here, these pieces, it was Gorian's. I found it on his that night, you know. I would have given it to you later or earlier, but it was all broken. So I made a necklace out of it. It's got some pretty rocks and some beads and some nice silk string I've been saving. Oh, lots of stuff. Wear it, won't you? It'll protect you. Gorian's spirit and such. And this is actually true. Yeah, I'll wear it always. And this is such a good thing. By the way, there's a dude approaching us with a little conversation. So here we have Gorian's amulet. You can of course pause and read the description. It's pretty cool. And it doesn't actually say like what it does, but it's basically an Amulet of Protection +1, just like this one. But it stacks with other protection items. So just to demonstrate. I guess maybe Yeslik can keep that ring for now, and we can give Senashira this ring of protection, and see, they stack. Whereas normally if I try to put this necklace on, it says that, you know, these protective items cannot be worn together. There are some items in both games, in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, that are very unique in that regard, that they give you bonuses to your armor class or saving throws or both, and they are still able to be stacked with other protective items. And this is really cool. Like, this is not anything that's overpowered. This has a big role-playing background, and it's like a cool idea. You know, like Gorian's some stuff, like it's basically like a link, some kind of, you know, memento, I guess, kind of to remember Gorian by, and you can have, like, you know, his kind of protective spirit influence how this necklace works for you. It's like so cool. It's such a cool idea, and like I said, it's not overpowered, but it's unique enough to make you want to use it and want to hold on to it and just keep it. So it's so cool, dude. Actually, we're going to give this to Kirnai and this amulet to Jaheira, I guess. So it's just a little bonus for us with a cool role-playing background. It's just so good, man. Such a cool idea. So yeah, this guy just telling us to, you know, kill some hobgoblins, kill some bandits, and do everyone a favor. Now this guy here is one of my favorite characters in the game, Brevlik. Just listen to this guy.
Hello!
Oh man. You can see that he's not really an adventurer or a thief or anything, and he's really excited about a certain job that he needs done. Yeah, so he wants us to do something illegal, and this is, you know, not something that a good aligned character would engage in, I guess, but this is a cool quest. I like the character, so I'm going to accept this, or talk more about it, or ask more about it. Yeah, certainly you are the cream of the larcenous crop. So yeah, he gives us this exposition here about a telescope. So it's a marvelous trinket, a wondrously curious little toy from distant Lantan. What did they call it? Oh yes, a telescope of all things. It's a misleading name for such an interestingly crafted artifact. Golden extra farseer would have suited its craftsmanship so much better. There is not another like it this side of the trackless sea. Most gnomes have a fixation of sorts, but I don't share the love of gems that possesses my kin. I prefer the feel of metal and the intricacies of the mechanical. Not that I necessarily understand the function, but it's not right for such an item to be locked away regardless. It was meant to be used and to be held by loving hands, and if those hands just happen to be mine, more the better. The tele-thingy is on display at the Hall of Wonders, and were it in the possession of anyone else, it might be purchasable. No doubt you know that the Hall of Wonders is an extension of the High House, the Temple of Tugond. Being the god of artifice and invention, his followers take the revering mechanical devices and will not part with an original at any price. It's not as though they make proper use of such things, keeping them behind locked doors where loving hands cannot explore their subtleties. The tele-what's-it was made to be used, not worshipped. It must be in the hands of someone who can truly appreciate it. Not to be immodest, but that someone is me. Yeah, I suppose I might buy a replica, but would you wish a copy of a diamond? It's just not the same. So yeah, he wants that telescope from the Hall of Wonders, which is indeed kind of like a museum dedicated to Gond, the god of invention. Yeah, so Jaheira, of course, doesn't want to engage in that. Anyway, so he offers 500 gold, but if you say that he could, you know, make you a better offer, this is pretty much always a good thing to say. I don't think you need a lot of charisma, or like pretty much you don't need a good, like, or a very good reaction from him at all for him to agree to that. And he's going to throw in a little bonus, which is going to be like a magical item from my personal collection, and that's a wand of lightning. So it's pretty cool to get. Yeah, I accept the challenge. Oh, this is so bad of me. So yeah. But listen to this one. This line here is, I think, my favorite of all.
All that glitters is not gold, but all that's gold most certainly glitters.
That guy, gotta love him. Anyway, on the second floor here, before we need to finish this episode, there's Serdimac, who is a character involved in a different quest. Now we can't really do anything about him here. You can kill him later on. I think you can loot this chest without anyone having a problem with it. Yeah. I think you can loot this one as well. Well, we need Imoen here. Anyway, before Imoen gets there and unlocks that, we can talk with this merchant, and he's kind of like a copy of that carnival merchant with the trinkets, even having the same like dialogue responses. So here we can get another necklace of missiles, another shield amulet, another amulet of protection +1, and all of these green scrolls here. So he's a very, very notable merchant for those reasons. I might get... Well, since we recharged that necklace of missiles, I don't think I'm going to allow myself to get another one here. And we also recharged the shield amulet, so I'm not going to get another one. But, you know, those are here. If you want to kind of like unlock Baldur's Gate City earlier, you can get access to more copies of these items here. Anyway, here's the proprietor, Lady Alith. So just a little chat about Elf Song, that it's a refuge for the less appreciated members of society, and whatnot. A little backstory about the inn. Alright, and now we are truly done for now with this area. And now let's just go and prepare ourselves for traveling and for exploring the other districts of Baldur's Gate. And we might also take a little second to appreciate this great music here. Anyway, I thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode.